Hola amigos, Victor Saiz from Victor Marathoner, and today we have another year review video. This time it's again the Asics Novablast version 1, but this time after more than 500 miles on them, 811 kilometers so far. So let's get into it. So let's see how they are holding up after 500 miles on them. Pretty much is the running shoe I've been using since Hanover Marathon for most of my runs recently. And as I said in my 100-mile review, link up there, is due to this shoe being the highest drop from heel to toe, 10 millimeters drop in my shoe rotation. And I had some niggles in my hamstring, so I tried to do most of my runs, most of the mileage on this to ease some of the tension on my Achilles, calf and hamstring, so the back part of the legs. And yeah, in that aspect, really good. I have managed to put the mileage back up to volumes before the Hanover Marathon, so around 90 kilometers, 100 kilometers per week. The maximum has been 112 kilometers in a week, although there's been other things that life has thrown in the mix, like COVID finally hitting the household and having had to take some time off running. But that's time for another story. Today we are here to see the Asics. I've been running mostly on asphalt and dirt trails, so nothing very technical. As I said, one thing I found is stability is not the biggest strength of this shoe, it's the versatility. So I haven't really put high speed interval sessions on this, just some strides and maybe some 400, but most has been 1 kilometer repeats, 3 by 10 minutes workouts like this, so maybe taking up to 5k, 10k pace maximum, but most runs have been easy, moderate or marathon pace, and for that they do quite a good job. So as you can see, they seem pretty okay, but I have had one unexpected tear in the upper. You can see here there's a hole. I was not expecting this to appear. This appeared kilometer 660 after 660 kilometers, and I was not expecting this. And to be fair, it doesn't really affect the ride, but of course it's not nice when you see the upper tearing apart after not even 700 kilometers in what is supposed to be a high quality build running shoe from Asics. So, and I have to say, it's the first time I've teared one pair of running shoes in the upper. I didn't trip over or anything like that, it just broke. And one of the positives I found about this shoe, weirdly enough, has been the ample the room in the toe box. There's lots of space here, so I was really surprised when this appeared. It started just a small stretch, but with more kilometers the hole is getting bigger and bigger. So I don't know how much they will hold up, because if they open all the way through here, that could really impact the ride. So far, no issue. The other side is okay. No tear on the left shoe, but the right feet is broken. Apart from that, no other tear on the upper, nothing on the midsole, but of course we are starting to see lots of wear and tear in the heel area. Also, I don't know if you can appreciate in the toe, but that's, I guess, expected after 500 miles. Maybe a bit too much on this, and I think it's due to the stability similar on the other shoe. So outsole starting to be worn out, but it's not really making me having any concerns about grip, and especially summer weather, there will be no ice on the road or anything like that. So I think they are okay after 500 miles. The only concern in terms of wear and tear has been this. Everything else, so collar, just, I mean, small hole over there, which again, probably you would expect nothing on this one. Quality build, all okay. Now, second part, how is the ride feeling after 500 miles, which is the important aspect. So, as I said, I'm doing most of my runs recently on these shoes because I had some niggles on my hamstring. So in terms of performance, they are okay. They help me to build the volume back up slowly and steady. But I start to feel they are not as bouncy as they were. Stability, no less or more than they felt on day one. They are not very stable due to the narrow platform, but I guess on asphalt and light dirt trails they are fine. So again, no concern, but the midsole is starting to feel a bit less responsive as it was on day one. So will I keep them in my shoe rotation? Yes, probably for another month or so until they hit the 1000 kilometer mark, and then I'll probably retire them from my shoe rotation. So they've made their job, probably not as good as I was expecting after hearing so many positives about the Novablast, how cushion, for me, they are bouncy. Yes, they have good performance. They help you with a big 10 millimeters drop from heel to toe if you are coming from injury or niggles. But in terms of ride, I haven't enjoyed them. So would I buy another pair? Well, I guess the answer is not, because as they are reaching end of life, I went for my favorite running shoe, which is no other than the Hoka Clifton 8. So I just bought this brand new pair of Clifton 8 to replace the Novablast in my shoe rotation, coming towards my next marathon training block, which I will be starting towards the end of July. So that's the plan. Keep them until the end of July, then replace them with this one that went on sale. Got them 30% discount because I think Clifton 9s are around the corner. So that's my recommendation. Get a sale discounted pair of previous version, because the changes from one version to the next are not that much, and you can get really big discounts. And in terms of the Novablast, which is the video, what it's about today, normal wear and tear, I would say, on the outsole, midsole, it's okay, just feeling a bit less bouncy as they were. Upper, all good, except this tear. This I don't think is normal. And I hope they last for another month, which right now is around 400 kilometers for me, but of course I don't do 100% of the miles on this. So probably I will stretch them just over the 1000 kilometer mark, which is again good value for money, and they've done their job. But yeah, it's a meh for me. So I'll go back to the Clifton 8s in my next rotation. So I hope you liked the video. Please let me know in the comments below if you've had similar issues with the Novablast, either version 1, version 2 on the upper, if you had some tear, and yeah, if you have any other recommendations or questions, happy to answer them. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, give us a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Enjoy today's run.